in 2022, Nike was bringing us a new range on the market, which is called the Nike Waffle 1, which was reviving slightly this waffle range, which was on the market for a couple of years. And now at the start of 2023, we're also gonna get a leather version. And welcome back for a brand new review. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you're gonna subscribe. You can also give me a follow on Instagram to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at an update for the 2022 release of Nike Waffle 1. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as you can see will come in your usual box in this red color, which will also have the Nike lettering and the Nike swoosh in this white color here on the top. So let's go ahead and take them out. So in today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at this update for the Nike Waffle 1 in this leather version. So in my opinion, this leather version dropped actually a bit late. I was expecting this one to come somewhere around the start of winter or even the start of fall, but they decided to bring this one in the middle of winter, at least here in the UK. And this one dropped in this midnight navy colorway for a retail price of £110. And as I've said earlier, this one will have just this update for these materials, which usually has this suede, but instead of this leather will have a plasticky mesh material, which in my opinion looks quite good, and it's also quite breathable as well. But for this new leather one, of course, as the name will suggest, we're gonna have this leather replacing that mesh material, which in my opinion will make it quite good for fall, but don't expect this one to be too warm. The lack of padding inside, it's not gonna make it too good for winter. So let's go ahead and also do a breakdown of this one, guys. So as you can see, starting here at the front part of the tobo section, we're gonna have this navy suede material, which as usual here on the lateral side we also have some reflective small patch just below this Nike swoosh, which will be pressed down on this leather. And this suede will also be present here at the lacing system, and we're also gonna have it here at the back, covering the whole back part of the heel section as well. But coming back at the front of the shoe, guys, covering the top part of the tobo section, we're gonna have this leather material in the same color as the rest of the shoe, which as you can see will also have a lot of perforation holes, which for sure will give it a good breathability. So this material will also be present for the rest of the shoe, where we don't actually have this suede material. As in for the actual lacing system, guys, we're gonna have your normal punch out holes, which will keep in place these flat navy laces. And underneath these laces, guys, for this one we're gonna have a leather tongue, which again will have a lot of perforation holes to give it a good breathability. One thing that I will need to add is that the amount of padding for this one, it's not gonna be too excessive. In my opinion, they should have used more, but maybe it's just me because I have a skinny feet, so I guess for people with normal feet this one will be just fine. Continuing the midfoot, guys, on top of this navy leather, we're gonna have these two Nike swooshes, one on each side, which will be in this off-white colorway. So I need to admit that the quality for these materials, it's actually quite good. But going now inside, guys, you can see that for this one we don't actually have a proper lining. We're just gonna have a pad on each side of this ankle section, which will have a minimal amount of padding. In my opinion, they should have used more, but as I've said earlier, maybe it's just me because I have a skinny feet. And as usual guys, for most of the Nike shoes, we're gonna have this foam insole, which will also have some imprints in this orange color here at the heel section. But continuing now at the back of the shoe, as I said earlier, covering the whole heel section, we're gonna have this suede material. But just above it, you can see that we're gonna have this leather material, which will also have pressed down the Nike swoosh, established 1972, and Nike Waffle 1, which looks quite good. But in order to see this one, you just need to fold down this patch of suede here at the back. And now going towards the midsole guys, you can see that covering most of this heel section, we're gonna have this heel counter support in this white color, which will also have this small window here at the back of the heel section, which will reveal this suede underneath. So in my opinion, this one, it's actually quite a nice design. And now guys, we can finish with this white EVA midsole, which I would say that it's soft, but it's not gonna give you a very good level of squishiness. But I would say that this one is quite decent. And now guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this black color, which will have this waffle design, and this one will give a good traction and stability. And as you can see here at the front, we're also gonna have a lot of foam exposed in a few places, which most definitely will let this rubber outsole flex more. So this one, I guess it will become slightly more comfortable after a few wears. As in for the actual sizing guys, for this one I went with a half size down, which I've also done for my previous Waffle 1 release. So this one will fit me just fine, and it will be mainly because I have a skinny feet. But in case you have normal feet guys, you can just stick with your true to size. And in case you have wide feet, I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, and that will be mainly because this front part of the shoe, it's actually quite snug. And given that this material, it's not stretchy at all, most definitely this one will be an inconvenience for you. So overall guys, this release of the Nike Waffle 1, which had this treatment of this leather for this upper, in my opinion, it's actually quite good for slightly colder seasons, but most definitely I wouldn't recommend this for winter. And that will be mainly because the amount of padding and also the lining, it's not built to give a very warm feel. But as I've said, this one, I guess it's quite good for spring and also for fall. And I would say that for the retail price of 110 pounds, the quality of the materials, it's actually quite good. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release for this Nike Waffle 1 in this leather version. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.